Hi. So building on my video about building a global team, many people told me that they hadn't heard of the Philippines recruitment website, which is called onlinejobs.ph. And so a little bit of advice when using that website, if you go on there to look for something, especially like a VA, where there are many VAs in the Philippines, you can put a job advert live and that can attract hundreds of applicants in a very short space of time. So one thing we do to help with that is to filter, is in the advert we make it quite clear that they need to email us their CVs, their applications, rather than just responding online. And that tells me if they've actually read the fine print or read the detail of the ad, because some people will just apply for many jobs on there without really thinking about it. So by adding an email address in and a clear instruction, it already filters out the people that aren't attention to detail people. And in a VA, I want somebody that's attention to detail, that reads the instructions, especially working with somebody remotely, because instructions will be given either written or video. So that's one thing we do. And then we go through a bit of a filtering process and whittle it down to about 3 or 4 interviews. So then we'll do a live video interview, and that also tests the internet. Are we able to communicate with them? Sadly, for some people, their internet or their whatever they're using technology isn't good enough for us to have a clear or video conversation, and that then would make it hard to build a relationship with that person. So the next stage is video interview, and then I tend to narrow down to 2 people, to 2 finalists, which I then give a real piece of work to. So I will trial them with a piece of work. And what I find with the overseas workers is quite often people will take advantage of them. So they'll usually ask for some money for that piece of work. And it could be like $10 or something quite small. It could be a small piece of work. And that's what I do. I usually agree to giving them something for it, because I want to show them that I'm not there to take advantage of them. I'm there to build trust and build a relationship with them long term. And then from there, I will choose the candidate. And one of my team members, the reason that they won the job over the other person that they were trialing against was because when they got stuck on something, they asked a question. And whereas the other person got stuck on something and they tried to figure it out themselves, and they didn't come to me and ask. So one of the traits that I really look for in a member of staff and somebody in a team member is if someone gets stuck, they ask. They don't try and work it out for themselves. They're not afraid to actually admit that they're struggling with something, and they come to me and ask the questions. So that's something that I do look for in a candidate. There we go.